backyard grilling, cooking up some barbecue for you. T-Rush chilling in the backyard grilling, showing you that you can cook it too. Always with a beer or whiskey, but he cooks responsibly.
Hey everybody, welcome to T-Roy Cooks. Appreciate you joining us. I'm going to show you how to make a really fantastic appetizer. It's bacon wrapped dates, folks. I mean, you got that salty, really salty goodness from that bacon, and then you got some really sweet flavor from those dates. Very easy to make, very tasty. I'm going to show you how to grill it up on my Weber kettle. Y'all stick around. Alright folks, got my Weber kettle coming up to temp here. Now I've got the original baskets for the charcoal that came with this thing. I've got them sitting on each side full of charcoal briquettes, and I left the middle empty. So we're going to cook indirect, alright? Now I've got two kind of dates here. I've got these pitted Medjool dates. Very handy, and these are found pretty much everywhere. These are pitted though. Now we'll say if you can't find them pitted already, go ahead and get the ones that have pits in them. All you got to do is slice right down the middle, take that pit out, you're good to go. Actually, the ones that still have the pits in them do last a little bit longer. I've got some other pits here. These are from Tunisia. These are called Deglet Noor dates, I believe. These are also pitted. These are a little bit lighter in color, and I haven't tasted one of these yet, so I'm not sure if they're sweeter or not. But we'll give both of them a try. You can stuff these or just leave them unstuffed, you know, after you before you put the bacon on. Personally, I like them either way. You can put some nuts in there, like I've got cashews and almonds. You can also put some pistachios in there. Whatever, you know, sky's the limit. Stuff them with whatever you want, even some cheese. Cheese would be wonderful. And I've got the center cut bacon here, but you can also take the full length bacon and just cut it in half. Works easy enough. Either way works. Let me bust open some of these nuts here. These are the roasted no salt cashews. Get a few of those out here. There you go. Also have, these are rosemary flavored almonds, okay? Just regular plain almonds will work. Get a few of those. I don't have any cheese that I'm gonna put in there. I just wanna have a little crunch when I bite down into it. So take your date, just like so. We're going to throw a cashew in there. Should be easy enough to stuff right where that pit was. Stuff it in there a little ways. I'm going to take one of these. Which one of these? The Deglet Noor dates. Do the same thing with the cashew. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to take a couple. We're going to put some almonds in it, okay? Same thing. Put your almond in there. And again, the second date here, just stuff your almond in there. Nothing to it, folks, nothing to it. Alright, now we're going to wrap the bacon. Pretty straightforward, right? In fact, even with this center cut, you may want to take, I think I am, going to cut these strips in half, because that's a lot of bacon on there, folks. So you see how I wrap it. Just cover the whole date, and I'm just going to cut a few more of these slices in half because I don't need a full length on there. The dates are fairly small. Let me get them wrapped up, and I'll do a couple of them without any stuffing, just to see how those are as well compared to the ones with the other stuff, the nuts in there. So we'll bring y'all right back, and we'll cook these babies up on the Weber kettle. Alright, you want your kettle up to about 400 degrees or so. 400 to 450 is fine. And like I mentioned earlier, I've got a charcoal basket here and one on this other side. We're going to put the bacon wrapped dates right in the middle. And we're just going to put them in the same order so I can remember what these are. These two are the ones that have the cashew. These two have the almond. And these two have nothing stuffed. And you can see the Medjool are a little bit bigger than these other ones. So that's how I can tell those apart. And we're just going to put the lid back on, let these babies cook. I'm going to probably flip them every 5 minutes or so until they're done. You want to get that bacon really, really crispy. We'll bring them back when they're getting done. Alright, these have been going for about 8 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and flip these over. Just let the other side cook just a little bit. Well, they're looking really nice. In fact, this one, I don't know if you can see, but the bacon is shriveled up and you can actually see it's like it's pushing the date out. That's kind of funny. It's going to be good regardless. Again, just want to get that bacon crisped up really nice. In fact, I'm going to move these over. They're cooking a little quick. I guess it's hotter on this side. Alright, put the lid back on. We'll bring y'all back here in another 5 to 7 minutes. It's been a total of about 15, 16 minutes. Just going to pull these off in the same order that I laid them on so I can remember which one's which. So those two were the plain ones, not stuffed. These should be the almond stuffed. These should be cashew stuffed. There we go. Alright, let those cool off for a minute. We'll give them a taste. Alright guys, I tell you what, I already did a test run on these prior to shooting this video. So I already know which one of these I like. They turn out fantastic, man. All of that sweetness from those dates combined with the bacon, man, that saltiness from the bacon. That's a match, man. That's a match for some food right there, boy. I'll tell you what, and it's very, very easy. Again, 15 to 20 minutes in your oven, on top of a stove, on your grill, however you want to cook it, it's up to you. Stuffing it with whatever you want. Now, I will tell you that I prefer these dates from Tunisia. These are the Deglet Noor dates, okay? My own personal preference. To me, when these get heated up, they still stay a lot firmer than these Medjool dates, and they're not quite as sweet. But, you know, hey, if you're into something really, really super sweet, get the Medjools. I will say that they get a little softer, though, when they heat them up, you know, on the grill or whatever, because you got to heat that bacon up, you know. But as far as the stuffing goes, I didn't stuff with cheese, but that's definitely an option for you if you want to go that way. I prefer the ones with the cashews in it over the ones with the almonds or the plain, no stuff. So I got this, you can actually see, I don't know if you can see or not, but you can see an almond sticking out of that one right there. I'm gonna go with one of these smaller dates from Tunisia, because again, a little bit firmer. Doesn't look like a little cocoon, you know? When you go out when you were a kid and you find cocoons from caterpillars, check that out, man. It looks like a little cocoon turned into a butterfly, man. These are the bomb right here, man. I'm telling you, these things are amazing. Got the nut in the middle there. I love that cashew. The one with the almonds is really good too. My favorite is the cashew. But again, you can put any kind of nut you want. You don't have to stuff it with anything. You can put different cheeses in there if you want. But I just love the firmness and the sweetness of these dates from Tunisia best. And I got these from a local H Mart. It's an Asian store. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope y'all give these a try. Fantastic finger food. Serve them at your next party, man. They're very easy to make and they go quick. So make a lot of them. Karen loves them too. Hope y'all enjoyed this. Give me some thumbs up. Hope you share the video. And when you do, please tell all your friends, T-Roy cooks responsibly. Cheers, everybody.